Anyone there?
Hey, Deb, this is Nolan. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good. I heard you ask if anybody's there. No one's. You're the only one logged in, so I figured we'd wait just a couple more minutes.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and get started, okay?
That sounds fine. It came up a little differently this time, so I was wondering if I was really connected.
Yeah, you are. Like I say, give me just a few more minutes. We'll see if anybody else jumps in, and then if not, then we'll get going on it.
Sure.
Okay. Talk in a second.
Okay. Only your second day of school.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started here. If anybody else jumps in, and we'll get on it. But if not, you'll get some good information tonight about 7Search, just you and I.
Okay,
Oh, looks like
sounds good.
Kathy just joined in. How are you doing anyways, Debbie?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying to make it all work, and, you know, it's one step forward and two back lots of times.
It's
but
very
I'm learning.
good. How's the foot doing?
It's much better.
Good. Kind of ruins the summer when you're hobbling around on a boot all the time.
Yeah, well, a little better every day, so I'm
Good.
just glad it's all back together.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear it's going good. All right, well, let's jump into this here. It looks like Kathy just joined. She'll probably be logging in audio here in just a second, but we'll move forward. So what I wanted to talk to you about tonight, I guess before I jump in, did you get my email on the recorded video from a couple weeks ago?
I did, yeah. I haven't listened to it yet, but I remember getting that.
Okay, perfect. What we're going to do is I'll go ahead and I'm going to put that location so that somebody can access the webinars and get those taken care of.
Nolan, I got a lot of background noise or something going on there. Feedback, maybe?
Yeah, it should be out now.
Okay, yeah, that sounds better.
Oops, hold on, just trying to get it cleaned up. Kathy, can you hear me? Okay, she can hear us. All right, we'll go ahead and move forward then. Okay, what I wanted to do tonight is background noise coming in. Sorry, just a second.
That's all right.
All right, we'll move forward with that. Okay, so I wanted to go through tonight in explaining how 7Search works and basically utilizing it in a pay-per-click platform. It's pretty basic as far as advertising costs are concerned and setting up a campaign, but I wanted to go through a campaign tonight to show you how to utilize this. Let me explain to you how 7Search works in relation to larger networks such as Google and Yahoo. So with Google and Yahoo, they're what we call a first-tier network. First-tier search network, meaning that they have a lot of traffic and it's very high-quality traffic. Well, 7Search, Miva, and eZanga are what we call a second-tier search network. And in that case, meaning that they can provide traffic, it's just not as high as quality as what Google or Yahoo or Bing would actually provide. But the great thing is that you still convert from that traffic and can make money from it, and you're spending a lot less money than what you would with Google and Yahoo. So it's a really good thing to start out with. So I wanted to just show how to utilize it, how to set things up, and move forward with it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and activate my desktop here. You guys should be able to see my desk. Now, I'm at 7search.com. If you haven't set up a 7Search account, you can go ahead and set one up just by clicking on the Sign Up tab. I have an affiliate link that I can send you guys that will give you $25 in basically pay-per-click money. The way that pay-per-click works is, or 7Search, is that you have to preload your money. So you put your money in first, and then it whittles it down from there. It's kind of like CPV marketing. So I'll send you guys the link at the end of this class with the that you can go ahead and utilize to sign up, and that'll give you that $25 in extra pay-per-clicking money. But from there, once you get signed up, it'll have you load your account. You would then just come and log into your advertiser account. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. And we'll log in. All right. So when you get into the account, it's going to show you basically a dashboard of what you have going on, where everything's at. And I just want to go through things here very quickly. Obviously, they have their what can they do to improve. Any notes that if you've had chat or communication emails with any of their customer support, they also have their customer support here in the lower left-hand corner. It then tells you what your account balance is. Mine is currently in the negative. Meaning that I ran a pay-per-click and it deducted a little bit out of my account, and then what my top campaigns are and my total cost of clicks. So there's ways to go in and add funds. I'll show you here very quickly because I need to add funds to my account anyways. I'm just going to go to billing here in the upper right-hand corner. I have everything set up to show like my billing history and how much I want to deposit. And I can select my deposit amount and say how much do I want to put in. I'm just going to drop in $25 right now and select the card that I want to use, and then go ahead and select deposit. That will then go ahead and charge my card and put that $25 into my account. It gives me a receipt. I'm good to go then. So now I can then start using pay-per-clicks again. So what I want to do at this point is create a campaign based upon some of the advertisements that or affiliate programs that I'm going to be promoting. So the one that I'm going to focus on tonight is the HCG affiliate program. So for those of you that have signed up for this affiliate program, great. If you haven't, it's another product that we're now promoting that you may want to come and join. You can scroll down on hcgweightdrops.com is the name of the site, and you can come in and click on their affiliate program link at the bottom of the page and then fill out the form, or you can just click on the login button and that'll then take you so you can log into your account. And I want to go ahead and log into my account and show you what I would do to promote this product. So once I get in there, I obviously have my affiliate link. This is what I'm looking for. Now, a couple of things that I can go and look at. If I want to get an idea of, well, how do I promote it or what would I promote, I can click on promotions and then banners and links. And then I'm going to scroll down and look at some of the banners that have been uploaded. So we've got different banners here. So let's say I wanted to promote this type of concept, lose 40 pounds in 40 days, relatively easy, or 21 pounds in 21 days. So I'm going to go for this 40 pounds in 40 days. So I'm just using this to get kind of an idea of what my advertisement campaign is going to be based around. I'm going to scroll back up here on the page, and this is going to be my referring URL that I want to utilize. So what I'm going to do is come back to 7Search, and I'm going to go ahead and click on campaigns. So I'm going to create a new campaign at this point. And then I want to go ahead and create a new campaign. So I'm going to click here. And then it's going to bring me in and say, okay, go ahead and create your campaign. So I can select campaign copy from some of the previous campaigns that I've ran, or I can create my own. Well, in this new one, I want to create my own. So I'm going to do HCG as my campaign name. Now, this is, again, just for my information. And then I'm going to put my default ad title. Now, very true for pay-per-click marketing is that you want to do something that is going to capture people's attention, things that make you read it. Because in the United States especially, we are banner blind. We see so many advertisements and so many new ads thrown our direction and somebody trying to sell something that it really has to be dynamic to get our attention. Well, in a title, this is my chance to capture your attention. And the first thing that's come to my mind is something that I actually read earlier today, and it was an ad on MSNBC. And the title said this, and I'll just type it in, but it said, why doctors in Lehi, Utah hate this mom. Actually, it was why dermatologists. So imagine that's a dermatologist. And like it stuck out, and I was like, what the heck? Why do doctors in Lehi hate this mom? Well, what it is, it was for a wrinkle cream, and it was an advertisement for that. But the whole point is that the advertisement or the ad title caught my attention. And so I'm going to base mine somewhere around this, like why doctors in Lehi, Utah hate this mom. So let's change this to why fitness trainers hate this mom. Okay, so something very similar. It's a little edgy. It's going to capture attention. Why fitness trainers hate this mom. Right off the bat, you're going, well, wait, what is it? So it's a good title that's going to capture somebody's attention. So don't be afraid to be a little edgy and try and get someone's attention in what you're doing. So it's a good way to go. And again, it's just all about the marketing. So you're going to have to think of things that will help you to promote your advertisements or your campaigns. And the best way that I do that is I'm always looking at ads as they pop up on screens and websites that I'm at to exactly come up with titles like this. Default description. Then from here, I need to explain basically this title. So now I'm going to say fitness trainers are losing their jobs because well, I'll do this. You can lose 40 pounds in 40 days with no exercise. Okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm now saying why they hate this mom and what the title is. So you can lose 40 pounds in 40 days with no exercise. And obviously this is a fast example. I would want to think this out a little bit more, maybe put in some keyword phrasing. I may even put in something like HCG if I wanted to. But at this point, the ad would probably work. So fitness trainers are losing their jobs because you can lose 40 pounds in 40 days with no exercise. And maybe we should even put in little to no. Don't want to discourage people completely from exercising. It's not a bad thing. So now I need to put in my display URL. Well, what is my display URL? This is the actual site in the end that they're going to end up at. So in this case, it's going to be hcgweightdrops.com, which is what we have right here. I'll pull that up. Because in the end, this is where we're sending them, right? Well, I wanted them put in my, destination URL. So there's a difference. Display URL is what I want a customer to see. I could put in my destination URL, which is this, because this is my tracking code. I'm going to highlight that, copy it, and I'm going to come back here. Now, if I put this in my display URL, that is not what I meant to highlight. Let's just click on that. Take this in. Okay, so if I drop this in here, that's what my customer is going to see. Doesn't look very professional at all. It just confuses people. They're like, I don't want to see that. So what we do is we put it in our default destination URL, and then just on the display URL, we actually just show the website URL. Now, people tend to not know about the W or HTTP, so I'm going to put in www at least to get a little bit more visual representation, something that people understand. These are different. In the end, I want them coming to this URL because that's my tracking code to make sure that I'm going to get recognition for that click. And you can click test this URL. It'll go ahead and pull up the page and show that, yes, it does work. Perfect. So you do have to select if it's adult-oriented website. Obviously, this is not. And then I want to categorize it. So from here, scroll down the page a little bit. I want to go ahead and categorize, well, what is it that I'm actually promoting? And this is so that 7Search understands and knows where I am promoting my product. So it's going to be health-related. I'm going to go down to health, and we can do like fitness and exercise or women's health if I wanted to go for that particular topic. Now, what this website category is doing is that 7Search will categorize my advertisements to try and fit people that are looking for a little bit more in this category. So diet and nutrition is probably what I'd put it down under. So it just helps to funnel in more targeted traffic for me. Then from there, I can put in my daily budget. Now, I always start out with a $10 daily budget, meaning that I'm going to test it for the next 3 days. I'm going to spend $10 a day, and I'm going to see how well this actually does. If I'm breaking even or making money, great. If I'm not, then after 3 days, I'm going to turn it off and reevaluate, try it a little bit differently, or I may just shut the campaign down completely. And everybody has a different standard as far as what their budget is going to be. I personally am okay with starting out at $10 a day. Sometimes I'll do up to $25 a day. Do whatever you feel most comfortable with. The most important thing is just know that you're not breaking the bank. Just test it for 3 days. If you haven't made money on it, come close to making money on it, you either need to pause it, reevaluate maybe your title and your description, or just turn the campaign off completely. So you always want to be close to breaking even and definitely making a profit on it. And then it says target customers by geographical location. So I can say it will allow all customers to see my ad, or I can say, hey, select the specific countries. So go for what you want to, like which is going to be the best for you. This product does not ship outside of the United States, so I want to go ahead and select the specific country and say just the United States, and then I'm going to go ahead and create the campaign. And that's because I don't want to send clicks or sales to somebody in the United Kingdom, and I just spent the money, but I don't get the commission for the referral because they had to cancel the sale. So we'll go ahead and click create the campaign. So then when we're in the campaign, now I can go ahead and select and suggest my keywords. What is it that I want to do? Well, I'm going to enter in my keyword phrasing, and I'm going to teach you just a little something here as far as what type of keyword phrasing we may want to look for and the exact kind of matches. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second. We're just going to do a quick whiteboard. All right, so let's do a quick whiteboard. So there's a couple of things to be aware of. There are 4 types of phrases when doing pay-per-click marketing. The first one is called a broad match. So a broad match is when I would do a keyword phrase that would say something like HCG weight drops, and meaning that the way that the search engine will read it They could read it as HCG weight, or they could read it as weight drops, or they could read it as HCG dropped. So it's broad, meaning that it's not specific. The search engine doesn't read it in this exact order. They're reading it in any order of those 3 keyword phrases how they want to. Okay, that's all right, but if you're looking at a very specific market, you want to make sure that you, if you have an exact keyword phrase that you have to bid upon, and you don't want to get traffic that isn't relevant, then you have to start doing some different phraseology or different type matches. So the next kind, come down here, is called an exact match. An exact match is where I would put in a bracket, and then I would say HCG weight drops. Now, what this does is it confirms to the search engine that I only want them to read my keyword phrasing in this exact order. Don't spin it, don't change it, don't do anything inside that that's going to be different, okay? So, exact match. The next kind that you can do is what's called a phrase match. Now, phrase match, you put quotation marks around it, meaning that the search engine will read this as HCG weight drops, but it may also read it as HCG weight or weight drops. It will only read what's actually next to each other in a certain phrase, whereas with this one on a broad match, it may read it as HCG drops or drops HCG or drops weight. It will spin those words in any angle that it can. This way it's saying, hey, you can spin them a little bit, but it can only be in the order that this is always first, this is always second, and so forth. And then the last one is what's called a negative match. And I'll show you how to utilize this. But a negative match is where I would say do not include the word power, because often HCG is associated with HCG power drops. Well, I'm not advertising HCG power drops. So I don't want the search engine, I may do it in this format of HCG weight drops, but I'm telling it, look for HCG weight drops, but if you find one that has the word power in it, don't bring that in. Don't do anything in relation to that. Okay, so bringing in the information, just helping you try to understand which one it does exactly. All right, let's go back to sharing the desktop here. Okay, close this out. Okay, so back here, we're going to go ahead and type in our keyword phrases. Well, I know I want to do HCG weight drops. And we go ahead and click suggestions, get suggestions. And this brings back all of the different suggestions that they may have come up with. So they're saying here, HCG weight loss drop is an additional suggestion. Estimated searches per month is 48, so very low. Estimated clicks per month is 2, that's at 5 cents. HCG drop for weight loss, 38, 0, and 0. So they're telling me right here I'm not going to get a lot of traffic. Well, I'm not going to waste my time on anything that I'm not going to get clicks on. So I'm going to go ahead and add that one. So I click the plus button, it adds it over here to my keyword phrase. And I'm going to type in some different things. I'm going to do HCG weight loss and see what I can get that way. And a search is then going to come back with additional phrases. So we've got here CF HCG weight loss diet, estimated searches, 4,500 a month, 25 clicks. I can click on that. I'm not sure what the CF stands for, but this one, HCG weight loss. I'm going to add that one in. And I can go through and find anything that's relevant and start adding it to my campaign. And this is where you're going to use the 7Search product to help you find the best terms to promote your your affiliate program. So actually, I want to remove that one because it's not a shot. Delete that. And maybe let's type in even lose weight. Try that.
Nolan, if you can hear me, I can't. We can't see where you are.
Is it not showing the screen?
It's just still under Add Keywords with the with the
Yeah.
estimated searches of 48 and 38 and 34 per month.
Let me go ahead and stop sharing here. Did it go back? Did the screen go away?
No, it's still that same screen within 7Search.
Let's try this again. How about now?
It's stuck there.
What's that?
It seems to be stuck there.
That's not good.
Can you hear me?
Dan, are you there?
Yeah, I can. My screen's not frozen. It's doing fine.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
Yeah, maybe see if you can refresh your screen there, Deb.
Okay, sorry.
You may have to log out and then log back in for a second.
Okay.
Like that, you can't get it to work.
Okay.
Let me try one thing here real quick and see if I can share this with you. No, it's not working. Yeah, you may want to, like, say, go ahead and log out and see if you can log back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Dan, have you used 7Search before?
No, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. Where exactly do the ads show up?
The ad, it's a second tier advertising platform, so the ads are going to show up almost like AdSense does for Google. So it's people will opt in with 7Search's advertising program where, like I have the HCG weight loss site, I go to 7Search and I'll say, hey, you can advertise on my site. I'll put your code at the bottom and then you just put relevant ads there. So it's very similar to AdSense, but it's on a much smaller scale.
Is it
now? The thing with AdSense or 7Search is that it's cheap traffic, but it's not as high quality as like Google and Bing is going to bring to your door. But it's still good traffic. I mean, people will still convert on it, and it's costing you a lot less money. The difference is that it takes longer to get the same type of vision or visuals that you would get from like Google or Yahoo. It just takes longer to get the same amount of vision or impressions, excuse me.
Got it. Yeah, the pay-per-click looks fairly cheap on it.
Yeah, so 7Search, Miva, Miva.com, M-I-V-A, and eZanga are all kind of on that same type of platform. They do their own type of advertising in that form. Deb, are you able to see my screen now?
No, I'm still working on it, but I'm listening.
Okay. Well, if not, hopefully you can hear, but obviously I am recording it, so I'll send you the recorded link afterwards.
Thank you.
Now, once you put your keyword phrasing in, and then you go and add in your keywords to add on the right-hand side of the screen. From there, you can go in and say, hey, I want to set my starting bid. But we can see on the left-hand side kind of what our sample bidding price is. Well, I can say, hey, start me out at 5 cents for everything. And that's going to just be a standard on every single option. So I'm going to go ahead and click next, saying I want to pay 5 cents for every keyword phrase that I'm utilizing. I'm going to click next. And then it's going to come back and tell me this is what I have, everything's looking good. I'm telling me here to skip existing keywords or do not change the information, or I can update my keywords with new information, meaning that I can review them. So this is like my review option. I'm fine with everything that I've submitted and put into my keyword box. I'm fine with the bids. I don't need to review it again. I'm going to click submit my keywords. And they're going to go ahead and submit that into their system. Now it's going to take a few seconds. And then it's going to come back and it says that I have 7 new keywords that have been successfully added. I want to go in and manage my keywords for bids. So from here, I now have all of my keywords in what type of extended match that I want to do, whether it's broad. I can click on that and then change it so that I can do specific custom value types, like changing it to a phrase match. I'll show you how to do a negative match here as well. I can also, I should have stayed on that same term, I can send this exact phrase to an exact page. So I have my general campaign settings, but let's say that a specific phrase needs to go to a specific product. And I can put that information in here and say, hey, it's a custom destination, a custom title, it's a custom description. So I can change my individual keywords now. They don't have to go with the overall campaign title, description, and URL. and then I can put in again the phrase and the broad aspect. Now, as you look here on the screen, you can see that we have our keyword phrase, HCG diet weight loss. It says that I'm currently bidding 5 cents, telling me that my ranking is third, meaning that there's 2 other people that are a little bit higher than me as far as visibility is concerned. And I can say, well, my smart bid is 5 cents. But as we look here, everybody's bidding 5 cents. Now, how they're placing it, this person may have been the very first person to set up for this account. Well, I can go ahead and change that and just say, hey, for 6 cents, go ahead and update it. I am now the number 1 spot, and it only is costing me a penny more. They have what they call the smart bid program. Well, they'll automatically bid you up, but you can set in your amounts based upon just what you want. I never use the smart bid unless it's actually there, it's working, but I usually take that off and just put in my own bid amounts because I don't want them spending my money for me. I want to do it myself. Same thing here on the next one. I'm going to go ahead and adjust and put in 7 cents because the top spot is 6 cents. On this one, they're telling me that for HCG weight loss, I'm going to have very poor visibility based upon the 5-cent platform. So I can come in on this and say, hey, I'm willing to spend 17 cents a click there. This one I'm willing to spend 6 cents. So I'm going to try and take the first spot, but understand even the top 3 bids is not horrible to be in. For example, on this one, if we look at HCG weight loss program, the first spot is bidding 5 cents, the second spot, which is me, is bidding 5 cents, and then the third spot is 1 cent. Well, there's no point in me spending an extra 4 cents or 3 cents to be in that second spot. I can change this to 2 cents, and I'll still be in the second spot, and I'm not spending extra money. Same thing here. They're putting me at 5 cents, so that's what I put myself in. But in the top bid spot, I just only have to do 2 cents. So I'm going to adjust that. And then on the bottom one, HCG or weight loss HCG, same thing. Change that to 3 cents. Not going to spend more money than is needed. And we'll click Save Bid. And you'll notice on these that on the one that had poor visibility, little flag or legend, I'm now no longer poor visibility. I'm going to get the traffic that I need. Everything else is adjusted. I should be good to go. So,
hey, Nolan, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
I was wondering on AdSense and AdWords and Ad Center, can you paste an affiliate link directly into the ad or not?
No. No. With AdSense and AdWords, you cannot do direct linking because of what they call landing page. I guess you could, but they're going to really heavily look at, is it an affiliate link? And if it is an affiliate link, do you own the page itself? Because they're looking at quality scoring. They're going to look at the URL to see if it's a direct link URL. If it's a direct link URL and it says something like hcgweightloss.com or hcgweightdrops.com, and then your destination page is the same, then you'll be okay. But if your display URL is hcgweightdrops.com, but your destination URL is, as I showed you here, with a longer extended link on it, they'll know that that's an affiliate link, and they'll do the Google slap on you where they're going to start charging you a lot of money because they don't want you to do direct linking. They want the most relevant ad to what the customer is looking for. So the way to get around that is you have to build your own landing page and basically make your display URL and your destination URL as closely related as possible. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So once we're in here, we've got our bids saved. Well, now it's just about launching the campaign and seeing what actually happens. Now, I told you earlier that you can look at this. You can make negative keywords here in the upper left-hand corner. I can click on negative keywords and just say, hey, anything that's related to this specific campaign, if somebody has the word power, do not associate it and do not show my ad to them. Meaning that if someone types in HCG weight loss, or let's say HCG weight drops, then I want them to show. But if they type in HCG power drops and on a broad match, that would still show my campaign or my advertisement, I don't want that. So I'm saying if it has the word power in it, don't show it because I'm not interested in that at all. So we'll come back to our campaign here, and I now have my negative keyword phrase actually added in. From here, it's basically launching. So this one, a couple of things just to show you here. I've got different campaign HCG. This is a giveaway we are doing, different affiliate offers that I've actually promoted. In fact, I'm going to deactivate this one because it's no more. I won't spend money on it. Okay, so I'll come back to my specific campaign HCG. I've got everything set up and ready to go. Now it's just about launching. You can obviously add a lot more keyword phrases than what I've done tonight, but it's a great way to start doing advertising, doing this kind of AdSense type advertising, showing people how to come to the campaign. So really from there, I can start to track it and I can export this information. Let me come back to my dashboard and come into my campaigns, and I'll show you with this one kind of what we did. Same thing. So I can come in and show all of my different campaigns, what I basically was advertising with, or keyword phrases, impressions, costs, clicks. It's been a while since I've ran anything in 7Search. So I'm trying to see if I can go on and show you a statistical report. It may not because it has been a while. Let's try this one. Yeah, the impression clicks, your cost per click, average cost per click, and your average ranking. And you can add in conversion tracking specifically for these. So on conversion tracking, you can add in there your specific code into your website, and you can actually see who converts, which is very handy, meaning that if I'm advertising on this keyword phrase, someone clicks on the ad, it then takes them to the page, the landing page, or the page that they're going to buy. I added in conversion tracking code, and if they actually purchase, it will track that conversion for me and show I actually made a conversion or a sale. So it takes it one step further, and it's very easy to add that in. The only thing is that in this case, where we're referring somebody to the HCG diet plan, I can't add that conversion tracking specifically on the site because I don't own the website, but I can add it on my own landing page if I create it there to see if they leave the landing page and go to my affiliate's website. But that's the nice thing about the affiliate product is that in the end, we'll be able to show who actually converted based upon our information right here, just in the planning dashboard. So it shows how many clicks that we have and how many conversions we have and so forth. So that's pretty much it. It's very basic and simple to do. You can come into reports here and see your different campaigns, the way to actually view your reporting. Again, your billing history just shows the amount of money you're spending, where you're pre-funded, and then your account information. You can put all that information in there. It's a very simple campaign to run. Again, starting out with it, I usually just start out with $10 a day budget, see how things go. If I'm not making any money after 3 days, then I'll tweak the campaign or readjust it, or just shut it down because I don't want to waste my money on it and come into something else. And again, there's other platforms, Miva.com and Ezanga, that's EZANGA.com, are also what we call this kind of the AdSense type advertising platform. So pretty simple to do, and it's a great way to get started on some simple and cheap pay-per-click advertising. So any questions on that?
I'll look forward to seeing the replay.
Did it not work on your screen?
No, but
right. Well,
good information though.
I'll send the email out here tonight with the videos, and then I'm working on getting the videos uploaded actually into the affiliate panels as well. So regardless of which program you're in, you'll be able to see it in there.
Great, thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, pretty basic, like I say, nothing too crazy here. It's just a good way to get started. So what I'd recommend doing is getting into your affiliate panels, seeing which banner you may want to promote with, or getting your affiliate link, and then coming in and setting up some campaigns, running them and actually seeing what happens. So everything should be pretty good.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how, I guess this is something, you know, I plan on using for myself, but how targeted is it exactly? Because I've struggled with the Google's content network and all that as far as getting conversions. Like if you did an exact match phrase, would it have to match exactly one of the phrases on the page that the ad displays on? Or
yes,
if there was like a paragraph of information on there, some content, it would have to match something in that paragraph that was the exact phrase that was in your ad?
Are you referring to specifically like the phrase having to relate to the content on the page, or are you referring to just like what how much traffic is going to see the ad?
The phrase that, like the keyword phrase that you've associated with your ad, does it have to be displayed somewhere on the page that the ad displays on?
With 7Search, no, it doesn't matter. I mean, like 7Search is looking more at as far as what the consumer is looking for. I guess to answer your question, yes, it will have the phrase somewhere on that page because it's in an AdSense style program or aspect. It will be somewhat related, but it won't be an exact phrase match on that page. So the site that your ad may appear on may be something of just weight loss in general. It may not have anything to do with weight or with HCG.
Got it.
So it's a little bit more broad, and that's why it's considered cheaper traffic, because it's not as highly targeted as what Google and Yahoo and Bing are going to drive to your door. It's targeted, just not highly targeted. So it is similar in the content network for that same reason. The difference is that you're paying a lot less for it than you're paying in the content network on Google.
Yeah, content network's fairly pricey.
Yeah.
Compared to
Yeah, and the thing with the content network in Google is that once they see that you're spending $1 a click or on an AdSense, I mean, they'll throw you on AdSense all over the place. And I don't know if you know this, but Google's content network does put you in AdSense ads. In fact, 90% of Google's revenue comes from AdSense. 10% actually only comes from the Google pay-per-click search engine. So whenever I'm doing any advertising on Google, I specifically remove the content network because it's not as highly targeted and I'm paying more money for it. Whereas, so if I figure if I'm going to be spending money on that AdSense type network, I might as well come to 7Search and do the same thing and pay a lot less money and still have the same amount of conversion, but I'm not paying an arm and a leg for it. So in Google, I'm only going to focus on the search aspect and remove all the content network. But that's how Google makes their money. They make their quarterly earnings for this year. First quarter of this year, Google made $9 billion in advertising revenue. That's through their AdWords program campaign. They paid $5.5 billion back out to the AdSense network. So they paid more than half back out to people that were advertising on AdSense. So it just shows you how much money they're really making off that AdSense campaign and how much they're advertising to it.
Wow.
Okay, any other questions?
I don't think so.
Nope, I'm done.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll go ahead and end this. I'll send out the email as far as the lesson is concerned, especially that you can get into. It looks like we lost Kathy about halfway through.
Okay.
She didn't want to stay in anymore, I guess. Next week, I'm just going to run a webinar on Thursdays for right now, just because we're having a hard time getting people even to join on the Tuesday night. So we're just going to do Thursdays for the next little bit, and we'll get into some other cheap paid advertising aspects. But go ahead and get out there and set up some campaigns on your current affiliate offers and see what you can run with them. So have a good night, you guys.
Thank you. Take care.